How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another classic Civ CS video. Today we're going to be building another inventory, a themed inventory you could say, and the theme today is a homeless themed inventory. If you were a homeless person on the street, what inventory would you have? This was a super fun inventory to make. I don't know why, but I get kind of into a little bit of a character here, so we get a little goofy. It was super fun to make. Before we start, just a quick little announcement. If this video gets us to 2,500 subscribers, or if this video gets 160 likes, I will give away a pair of Specialist Gloves Lieutenant Commander in Field Testing Edition. Once again, all you have to do to enter is leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. We will roll the giveaway if we hit either of those goals. Let's get started. All right, Homeless Man inventory. For the Knife Glove combo, I went with Battle Scarred Hand Wraps Duct Taped and a Battle Scarred Falchion Knife Rust Coat. I went with the Falchion knife because out of all the CS knives that we have, I feel like this is the most realistic one. At least in America, this is the most common type of knives that you would find on the street, you know? This is a fishing knife. People commonly have these with their tackle boxes. Plus, with the rare inspect animation, maybe you can perform this little trick for people that are walking down the street, and maybe they give you a couple dollars or some change, you know? It's like your little homeless guy thing. Instead of a sign, you're doing a little knife balancing trick. Look at this, defying gravity, defying physics. Boom, give me a couple quarters. Onto the Glock, we have an easy pick in the Oxide Blaze. Obviously, this thing has been rusted. You found it in a dumpster somewhere, and you're just enjoying it. You know, you added your own little personal touch on there with the white Blaze, mimicking the real Blaze skins, and you love it. It's your prized possession. You never leave your trash can without your Oxide Blaze. A second Glock option could be the Teal Graph, just because I think it looks very homeless-esque. You know, a lot of people have had this thing. Everybody's tried to do their own spin on it with layers and layers of graffiti building up, but you prefer the Oxide Blaze. On to the USPS, we have the Road Rash. This thing once was a beautiful whiteout, but since has been road rashed into oblivion, now looking like this, an abomination of a skin. But you know what? You still like it. All the other homeless guys are jealous of your Road Rash. You know, it's the nicest looking USPS out of anyone. You enjoy your Road Rash. For the P2000, I have the Granite Marbleized. To me, personally, it doesn't really look like granite. It looks like a once blue P2000 that has since accumulated a ton of mold all over it. Shout out Colby, hamster moment. For the P250, I went with the Verdigris. Once a beautiful bronze P250 has started oxidizing because you live outside in this trash can where it's very wet and clearly there's oxygen around you. For the Dualies, I went with the Hideout just because they look very homeless. Lots of weird kind of graffiti all over the place. They don't look clean. They look gross. They look dirty. They look used. I feel like they're perfect. For the Tech 9, I went with the Slag. Now, this might not be apparent at first glance, but if we look on top of the skin here, there's some very terrible welding that has been done on this Tech 9. There's one crazy homeless person out there who welds guns. You know, you bring him rebar, you bring him scrap metal, and he puts together what he can for you. And this is what he gave you. It works well. It does the job. Onto the 5.7, we have the Scrawl. Same thing as all the other graffiti skins. It's gross looking. I don't like it. It's got a lot going on. A lot of people have held this thing throughout its lifetime. Not every single skin had a perfect, you know, rusty, homeless feeling to it, so I'm trying to fill in when I can. Onto the Deagle, we have the Oxide Blaze making its second appearance of the video. It won't be its last appearance, but again, you saw some of the people with nice paying jobs, you know, you're envious of them. They have their real blazes, and you wanted to be part of the fun, so you made your own Oxide Blaze. Real fast before you move on, gamers, just a quick word from this video's sponsor. SkinsMonkey is an instant way to get new CS2 skins and make your perfect inventory. First, deposit the skins you want to trade, then filter for the skins you want, last hit trade, and the new skins will instantly be yours. SkinsMonkey is offering up to $5 free on your first trade. The more you trade, the more you earn. If you're looking to buy skins for cheap, SkinsMonkey offers a 35% top-up bonus if you use code Savimi at checkout. Check out SkinsMonkey and build your perfect inventory. Onto the SMGs, we have the MAC-10 Whitefish. I don't know why, but in my head, every time I think about homeless people, one of like the first things that comes to mind is like fish skeletons, fish bones, you know, out by the trash can. Maybe you live in New York City behind a sushi restaurant. They throw away their fish. This MAC-10, a couple of the fish bones, a couple of the skeletons landed on it and got imprinted onto the weapon. Onto the MP9, we have the Orange Peel. Nothing against the skin. I actually don't mind this skin at all. Just being completely honest, couldn't find a good MP9 for this loadout. So if you guys have a better MP9 in thought, please leave a comment down below letting me know. Onto the MP5, we have the Lab Rats. Not anything particularly homeless looking about this MP5. I just wanted to include it because there are rats all over it. I associate rats with with, being by trash cans. So I think it's a perfect fit. Up next, we have the Nova Rust Coat, and I went with a slightly less rusted version of the Rust Coat. This is actually a factory new one, not a battle scarred one. And I wanted to go with this just because I feel like this would be your preferred self-defense weapon, but you wouldn't be toting this thing around, You'd be hiding this under the trash can or in the trash can. This thing wouldn't be getting too wet and it wouldn't oxidize. Onto the XM, we have the Oxide Blaze once again. You got really creative with these blaze patterns. You went all out on your favorite weapons. Onto the Galil, we have the Vandal. Again, not a really great Galil choice. This thing is a little beat up. It has carvings all over it, and it has the kind of similar white flame pattern to the Oxide Blaze. You are a fan of the Oxide Blaze, and it is a Valorant reference, and if you play Valorant, science says you have a 90% chance to end up homeless one day. Onto the AK, we have the Rat Rod. This is a little memento to what you once used to have. This is bits of your car that you have taken apart. You have an ace taped to the magazine strictly because you lost all of your money gambling, and this is why you're homeless now. So you took all of this you keep this as a little reminder to yourself as to what you once had. And honestly, it's nice to see the Rat Rod have a spot in an inventory. I don't think I've used this skin before. Onto the M4A1S, I have the Night Terror. Nothing super homeless about this skin in particular, but I have this screaming homeless guy by my work who just walks around the parking lot screaming his head off. He probably has insomnia, and this made me think of him. So shout out screaming homeless guy. If you know, you know. Onto the M4A4, again, not a really perfect choice here. I did go with the Urban DD Pat just because, most of the time, if you're a homeless person, you live in some sort of urban environment, right? In the city. Urban life. It goes with life. It goes with urban life. So boom, Urban DD Pat. And I'm not hating on the Urban DD Pat if you own one. I think it's actually a really nice looking M4A4. Onto the AWP, we have the Worm God. I think this is very homeless. It looks disgusting. It looks gross. I mean, look at it. Looks pretty sick in this lighting, low-key. But Train does a lot of guns justice. You have to look at a skin on other maps. You can't just take what it looks like on Train and be like, yes, that's a good-looking skin. But look at it. The dead skull, some worms crawling out of it, sprouting, absorbing it. Disgusting. And last but not least, we have the Scout Lichen Dashed. There is a little bit of blood stains on this Scout. You don't like to talk about it, but, being homeless is hard. You've had to do a couple things that you're not necessarily proud of, and I'm going to leave you guys with that. Hope you enjoyed. But that is all, gamers. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said earlier in the video, we are going to be giving away the Specialist Gloves Lieutenant Commanders in Field Testing Condition if we hit 2,500 subscribers from this video. All you have to do to enter is leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, as well as join my Discord server that will be linked down in the description below. We have a wonderful little community that we're building slowly and slowly every single day, and I would love to have you guys in there. If you guys see this video the day it's uploaded, the day after it's uploaded, I am going to be live this upcoming Sunday reviewing your guys' inventory. So if you'd like to be a part, I would love to see you guys in the Discord server. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day.